What's going on, everybody? It's your man Desert Eagle here. I am coming at you guys with my weekly picks. Week one in the NFL. But first things first, let's get this intro started because I probably should have did that before I talk. But whatever, it is what it is. Let's just get this out the way right quick.
E-A-G-L-E-S 6 a.m. ready for the game. Tailgate parking lot at the link is insane. Put my jersey on for my Philly team. All green with the eagle head looking really mean. No day's too cold if your heart's off.
All right, you guys. Now that's out the way. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I tried to get my window. I tried to show the desktop. And every time I do that, I know exactly how to do it. But when I do it, it just blank screen or whatever. And I don't know why it's doing that. It just started doing it all of a sudden. But I guess I have to look it up, or I'm probably going to have to delete all the cookies or caches or whatever. But I haven't really used this OBS all like that for long, at least not on this laptop. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll just do this, do a little update, add logos here or there, whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, man, let's just get this started anyway. Let's get this weekly picks started. So that being said, Thursday night game, 8:20. Official first game of the season. We have the Dallas Cowboys visiting the Super Bowl champions, defending Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Honestly, I heard Micah Parsons was running his mouth, the new linebacker that was drafted. And I don't think Tom Brady is that guy that you really should be throwing shade at or whatnot. But, I mean, it's as you guys always say, bulletin board material. Karma may hit y'all, but at the same time, let's be realistic. Almost every season opening game, very first game of the season, always turns out boring, extremely sloppy. And this might, in my opinion, I've said this in Philly Jim's Hangout, but I believe this could definitely be a lot closer than everybody, than everyone thinks. We all can agree the Cowboys are trash. They are a bad team, but the Buccaneers, I'm not going to say all of them, but there may be a decent amount that could still be up in the clouds, Super Bowl clouds or whatnot. I forgot what you call it, but I know it's a lot of guys that's never really experienced a Super Bowl victory before or whatnot. I know Tom Brady, I know when he was with the Patriots, there are times they have also, lost, gotten blown out at times. But who knows, things can change. But I still think the Buccaneers are a great team overall. Now, I'm still going to give them this dub over the Cowboys. It may not be a blowout, or I'd be very shocked if it was a blowout, to be honest with you. But I believe they're at least going to win by maybe a touchdown or two. But I don't know. But, I'm still going to give the Buccaneers the win. Next one, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars visiting the Houston Texans. Now, I said this in my preview video when people were saying the Eagles are going to be a terrible team and we were going to be number one overall and everything. I mean, clearly they don't know the Houston Texans. The Texans had like the worst offseason. And Deshaun Watson doesn't even want to play for this team anymore. I mean, he reported to the training camp so he doesn't get fined, that was that, save his money. But especially with this allegations going on, and it said that he's not even going to be playing. It's going to be Tyrod Taylor. Like, I'm going to go with Jacksonville winning this game. I don't really think Jacksonville are a great team either, at least not this year. But I'm going to say Jacksonville is going to go 1-0 this week against the Texans, and that's what I'm going to do. So, Jacksonville over the Texans. So, next we have the Chargers visiting Washington. Washington's got a season-opening game. Washington's got a great front seven. This could be a very interesting one, to be honest with you, but you know what? I'm going to go with... I think Justin Herbert might be just good enough, but Washington's offense is really I really don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick is really going to last in Washington. To be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, maybe Fitzpatrick is the starting quarterback. I don't know, but I think the Washington's offense really was going to cost them this game. So I'm going to go with the Chargers winning this over Washington. Next we have the Seahawks versus the Colts. This one's going to be another interesting one. I don't know when Carson Wentz is if he's coming back or not, but that's going to be a big difference there. To be honest with you, I know T.Y. Hilton isn't really playing, if I'm correct. So they got what's his name, Michael Pittman, and someone else. I know they made a lot of changes in the staff. They might have a sluggish start. The Seahawks are the Seahawks. They I guess they're one of those teams you can always call, underrated. At times you think they're struggling, whatever. They always fire back or whatever. They just don't back down. But I don't know. It's kind of a tough. It's kind of hard to make predictions in the early season because most teams, there are teams that starts off like on fire. There are teams that starts off bad and just everything just switches. But I'll just pick Seattle over the Colts. I got Seattle winning over the Colts. Next, we have the Jets visiting the Panthers. I'm going to go with the Panthers over the Jets, to be honest with you. The Jets, I mean, I know they got a new coach. They got Zach Wilson and everything. And that's right, Sam Darnold is with the Panthers. I think the Panthers going to get revenge. I think Sam Darnold is going to get that revenge against the Jets, without a doubt. I think they're definitely going to get that revenge. I'm going to go with the Panthers over the Jets. Next, we have the Vikings visiting the Bengals. Honestly, I don't know how Joe Burrow's going to do. He's coming off a torn ACL, if I'm correct. Jamar Chase hasn't really been impressive like that in the offseason. But they have reunited. We'll see. Things may change. But Vikings, in my opinion, with Kirk Cousins and them. I think Adam Thielen's still playing. Dalvin Cook. I'm going to go with the Vikings over the Bengals. Got the Vikings over the Bengals. Next, we have the Cardinals visiting the Tennessee Titans. Not going to lie. Cardinals was a scary team back then. I mean, last year. I'm not going to say back then, but last year. I thought they were somewhat of a complete team. They were going to be very competitive, but they fallen off. Didn't even make the playoffs. Then they're going against the Titans. I think Ryan Tannehill might be starting. I know the Cardinals got DeAndre Hopkins. Larry Fitzgerald, I think he was talking about retiring. I don't know. But Julio Jones, I don't even know if Julio Jones is going to be playing, honestly. I don't know. But them going to Tennessee, I will go with... It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to go with, I think Tennessee. I don't think Julio's going to be playing, but I'm going to go with Tennessee. They still got Derrick Henry. I feel like they might do just good enough. Might be a close game, but I think Tennessee's going to win that. Next we have the 49ers going against the Lions. Now, 49ers, I'm going with the 49ers over the Lions. The Lions probably going to have another struggling season. Jared Goff, I don't think he's the answer as their starting quarterback. But that's my opinion. But I'm going to go with 49ers blowing out the Lions well, I'm not going to say blowing out. I'm going to say they're going to win like maybe 20-10, 20-7. But I'm going to go with San Fran over the Lions. Next, we have the Steelers going against the Bills. I got the Bills over the Steelers. Should be a very interesting game. But I got the Bills beating the Steelers. Next we have the Philadelphia Eagles going against the Atlanta Falcons. Now, first of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to Steel Maiden, diehard Steelers fan. Honestly, I don't understand how this is the worst game. He said the Eagles and the Falcons going to be the trash game of this of the week. I mean, never mind the 49ers and the Lions. I mean, I feel like if a game is going to be a blowout, that, in my opinion, is trash. Maybe he was basing it off of 2018 or whatever. I don't know. Another trash game, I believe, would be that could be more trash. The Eagles and the Falcons would be the Jets and the Panthers. But that's my opinion. But But I just had to disagree there. Another trash game I could say would be the Broncos versus New York. But I mean, I ain't mad at him. I am an Eagles fan, but I just disagree. But that's my opinion. I think the game's going to be a lot closer. I feel like besides 2018, the game has been actually much more entertaining. The Eagles and Falcons always had this rivalry. But again, that's my opinion. But anyway, I did pick the Bills over the Steelers. So next we have the Eagles and the Falcons. Now, I've already made my preview if it's not updating already, but I pretty much picked my Birds over the Falcons. If they can contain Calvin Ridley and shut down Matt Ryan and our defense, defense do our part. And Nick Sirianni figure out, well, I mean, he'd be much more prepared and everything. We can definitely win this game. Falcons are really... They are most definitely beatable. Their whole division is beatable, to be honest with you. But I got the Eagles over the Falcons. Browns visiting the Chiefs. This one could be the best game. This one I agree with Still Mating. This could be the best game of the week. Or this could definitely be the game of the week. The Browns versus the Chiefs. Rematch in the playoffs. But I'm going to go with... This one's a tough one. I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs over the Browns. Home field advantage. Chiefs always been a great team at home. But you know what? I'm going to go the Chiefs over the Browns. I got the Chiefs over the Browns. Should be a very, very... It's probably going to be a high-scoring game. Who knows? I know the Browns don't have Odell Beckham. I don't really think he's going to be playing, but it's going to be a close game, though. But I got the Chiefs. Packers going to New Orleans. Now, New Orleans, I think they're going to have a struggling season without Drew Brees. I mean, Drew Brees was it was a huge difference. We see how the Saints can play without Drew Brees. Jameis Winston, he's not a terrible quarterback, but he is a much better decision than Taysom Hill. But Aaron Rodgers coming back to the Packers, I mean, everybody was really believing that he wasn't going to be with the Packers anymore. But him staying in Green Bay, he just know how to make players amazing. The worst players, he knows how to make them amazing. Kind of like Tom Brady and Drew Brees at times. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers beating the Saints in New Orleans. Next, we have the Broncos visiting the Giants. Now, honestly, like I say, I think this could be worst game of the week, to be honest with you. I'm not really sold on either teams. The Broncos, I think they're going to be starting Teddy Bridgewater. They also drafted, I believe, Patrick Surtain, I believe. They really should have drafted Chase. No. The guy that went to the Bears, I forgot his name. But they should have drafted him instead. Justin Fields. They should have drafted Justin Fields, or they should have gotten a quarterback. It's like they're kind of like the Washington football team. They don't ever go for a quarterback, and I just don't understand that. I really don't understand that. But I'm gonna go with the it's a tough one in my opinion. To be honest with you, I think it's a really tough one. I'm gonna go with the Broncos by a close one, beating the Giants. Just not. I think the Giants going to have a slow start, to be honest with you. The Broncos aren't really that good of a team either. It could be one or the either way. It could be 13-10. But I think the Broncos may just win this one. Dolphins versus Patriots. You know what? Let me change my America's game of the week. It is not the Browns and the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Dolphins and the Patriots. Tua versus Mac Jones. Both guys former Alabama. Dolphins are actually getting better and better each year. And this might be the year they beat the Patriots in New England. To be honest with you, I think I may go with an upset. I may go with the well, then again, you can't really call it an upset like that because I don't know, but the Dolphins have not really beaten the Patriots in Lord knows how long. But I could call it upset of the week. You know, the Dolphins are definitely going to put an end to that streak, you know, because the Dolphins always beat the Patriots in Miami, and the Patriots always beat the Dolphins in New England. But I feel like this one's going to change. I think the Dolphins are actually going to beat the Patriots. But I'm going to go with Dolphins over the Patriots. Next, we have the Bears visiting the Rams. Now, this one's going to be very interesting. I think it's Andy Dalton's going to be starting for the Bears, where it should have been Justin Fields, but that's my opinion. But I think the Rams are going to win over the Bears. The Rams are definitely going to win over the Bears. I know Matthew Stafford's starting off. You know, he's moved on to the Rams and everything, but they just need a little push at quarterback. And I think Matthew Stafford's a big upgrade to Jared Goff, in my opinion. But I think Matthew Stafford's going to be 1-0. You know, this debut in LA. That's the Sunday night game. And last but not least, we have the Baltimore Ravens going to the Las Vegas Raiders. This one is going to be another interesting start. But you know what? Now to cut it short, I'm going to go with the Ravens beating the Raiders in Vegas. Should be another interesting game, but I got the Ravens coming out of this game. And that about does it for my week 1 predictions. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Why don't you share your weekly predictions? And let me also end this video by giving a major shout out to Steven Rose. I will also share you my list that I normally do on social media as soon as I get the chance. But I want to give a major shout out to Steven Rose. Always thanking you for putting such a lot of time, hard work, and effort into the community that you run. You know, the Tournament Champions, where he does weekly picks and always just putting all his hard work and dedication into so many people, over 100, I think it's over 100 people that's been taking part in it. A good majority of the people, a good majority of the content creators or people that's been in and out of the TTC, a lot of females of their own division, just doing such a great job. And I want to take this time and give a major shout out to Steven Rose and thank you once again for just having such an awesome weekly picks tournament. And, you know, I just want to say salute to him, man. And that about does it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Until next time, it is your guy, Desert Eagle, checking on out of here. And until next time, fly, Eagles, fly. Peace out.
Have a beautiful time.